Hello YouTube! We're back in the kitchen here at Vegan Gastronomy. I'm Chef Jazz and I wanted to show you a few tips and tricks in the kitchen. I actually had a message on my Instagram about a student and a customer of ours who'd ordered one of our products, which is the Panis egg product. So that's our whole egg replacer product. And they made some pancakes over the weekend with this. And I know you're thinking, pancakes, that's kind of simple, we can make it vegan. But this person who actually made pancakes, they usually use eggs. And they said that they were the fluffiest pancakes they've ever had. And they used a vegan egg. So I was really inspired. I wanted to come on here with you guys and give it a try because this sounded really good. And I got the link to the recipe, and this was from, I think it was just taste.com. Anyway, I'll put it in the comments below for fluffy pancakes. So I've made this recipe, but not only are we going to do it the traditional way, but with vegan egg, I'm also doing a gluten-free version because one of the advantages of using the Panis egg product is you can use it to make gluten-free. So I'm going to see if this works or not. I'm doing some R&D here in the kitchen. But with being pancakes, we always think about this as being a really nostalgic type of food. That's why everybody loves it. So I remember growing up, we didn't have maple syrup because I grew up in Australia, but we did have honey. And one of the things that we know about vegan cuisine is we can't eat honey because honey comes from bees. So I had an idea. I want to show you guys how to make some vegan honey at home because we know there's substitutions like agave, but it doesn't really taste like honey. So we want to put the taste in there. So I'm going to show you quickly how we can make some vegan honey over here. So all I've done is what we're going to do, I've actually made some earlier, but I'm going to go through it with you. So I'm taking some agave, something that we know. I'm going to stick that into my pan here. I'm going to get a little bit more. I'm going to get some more vegan honey making going on. So we have our agave. Next, what I'm going to put in is, this is some molasses, and this is actually some molasses which is being made from carob trees because we're here in Mayo. One of the things that Stephanie, the instructor here at the academy, always says to our students is, we are what we eat. And what do bees eat? They eat pollen. And where does pollen come from? Flowers. So we're actually going to put some flower water in there. This is some orange blossom water. And this is going to make our vegan honey taste like honey. So I'm going to put a little splash of that in there. Probably like half a teaspoon or something. And all we want to do is we want to bring this to a boil for a couple of minutes. Or if you do have a candy thermometer or one of these thermometers, you want to bring it up to 102 degrees. And what that's going to do is it's going to thicken your honey. So have a look at this one that I made earlier. See how it's quite thick? So that's kind of the texture that we're going for. So we're going to heat this up here. While that's going on, we're going to make our pancakes. So for my pancake recipe that was given to me by our student, our customer on Instagram, it tells me that I need milk. So all we used was some plant milk. So I had some soy milk. There's a little bit of vinegar that goes in there. So you basically are making like a buttermilk. We had some all-purpose flour, some sugar, some baking powder, baking soda, salt. There was one egg in this recipe, so we replaced that with our vegan egg, our Panis egg. A little bit of 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I just used margarine, or you could use oil. Oh, we're coming to a boil here for our honey. Now, what a lot of people tell me is when they make pancakes, they always say, well, the first one never turns out good. And the reason that is because they haven't let their batter rest. So it's really important that you rest your batter for about half an hour. I just put this in the fridge. And so this has been rested. So what that means is all the starches are given time to absorb that moisture. And also it starts to make the gluten to activate as well. So it's going to make your pancakes a lot better. Alright, so our vegan honey is looking good over here. Almost there. We're going to get our other pan going on over here. So I'll bring you guys a little bit closer. Here we go. Other pan here. And for our gluten-free, all I did is I made the recipe exactly the same. I just used some gluten-free flour that I found from the supermarket. So when you're doing gluten-free, you actually want to increase your egg replacer. So I increased the panis egg for every 1 cup of flour. Just put another half a cup of that in. And then I mixed it up and put it in the fridge. It was really thick. So if you use a lot of those gluten-free flours, you find that it's really thick. They usually put like stabilizers in it, like xanthan gum or guar gum. So just keep on adding some plant milk until you get like a thinner consistency. So I'm probably going to thin that out a little bit more too. All right, I think this is done. Yep. So I'm going to put that to the side. We're going to cool that down. All right, so we're going to get our 2 pans going on. Bit of spray. We've got our nice olive oil spray here. And tell me in the comment section below, when you were growing up, did you have pancakes, and what did you put on your pancakes at home? Did you like honey, maple syrup? I think we used to have honey and banana was a popular one, or lemon. All right, so you can see that one was considerably a lot thinner. That was the one with the flour. Now the gluten-free one, I'm just going to put a little bit more soy milk in there. It's quite thick. Alright, that's a bit better. So we've got a gluten-free pancake going on here. Alright, so while these guys are cooking, another thing I wanted to show you guys is, we're just reconnecting. Oh, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my pancake batter. So I've just put a little bit in this bowl here. And I'm just going to put a little bit more flour in there because I just want to thicken it a bit. Because it's a little thin right now. Put that over there. So I'm just whisking it up. See, so it's a much better consistency right now. It looks like we can flip over our pancakes here. Probably could have gone a little bit longer. We'll flip it back over in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go and put a little bit of this batter into my deep fryer. So we're going to make some little donuts, and growing up, I actually like the donuts better. So my mum used to, after she would make the pancakes, if there was leftover batter, it went into the fridge and she would make donuts with it later in the day, and it was like my favorite thing ever. And in Greece, they actually serve this a lot, and they put it with honey and cinnamon, so we're going to do that. Alright, so we've got our pancakes going. I'm going to see how this gluten-free one is. I think it might still be a little bit thick, but we'll see how we're going. It's very fluffy.
It's a fluffy one.
If you can see that, like for gluten-free, look at that.
You can fluff it up.
Let's have a look at this guy over here. Oh, that's nice. Look at that colour. Some nice fluffy pancakes over here with our vegan egg replacer and our vegan honey that we made earlier with that orange blossom water, our agave, and our molasses. Oh, my donuts are looking good. I should take them over to the donut area. Let's go and have a look at the donuts. Alright guys, I'm just taking you over to the donut area. So we're doing some frying over here. If you can see in there. So it's getting nice and golden. I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. See how they've balled up really nicely? You could even just put this in some cinnamon sugar, but we're going to do some of that lovely vegan honey. Alright, let's go back over here. Beautiful. Actually, this ice cream scoop's a great idea to like do your portions. Ooh, nice and fluffy on the gluten-free. I'm just adding some more milk. I just want to see what the consistency is. So we're all about experimentation here at the kitchen at Vegan Gastronomy. So don't be afraid to experiment. Not everything's going to work in the kitchen, but you know, that's how we learn. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Look at nice and fluffy. Alright, I think that those, they're just about done. So that's our donuts using the batter, which we just put a little bit more flour in. Dry them off a little bit. And I found, yeah, as I was mentioning in Greece, I find that they will give you these at the end of a meal with a little bit of honey and cinnamon, but we're going to be using that vegan cinnamon. Vegan eggs in Brazil, yes. So we're using the Pancakes as the vegan egg replacer in this dish today. I'm just putting some of that lovely vegan honey that we just made on top. Get this pancake's done. Beautiful. Got two there. Isn't that nice? And then we've got some, I'm going to put a bit of cinnamon on here. And you could even just serve that as a lovely dessert. It'd be great with some ice cream. Let's give a go this gluten-free one that we thinned out a bit more. Still quite thick. You do find a lot of those gluten-free flours, they put a lot of xanthan gum in it, so that's why it's thickening. It's not because of the starch. So get that one on here. So that was it's our gluten-free. Actually, it looks pretty fluffy. So that last one there. And that was our those are vegan pancakes with the Pancakes egg replacer, and a taste tester behind the camera.
So Jessica,
Yes.
you're doing a bunch of research and development here, and it's because it's off hours, and because this is pandemic season around the world.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of students coming in October is when we're starting.
Yes.
But I wanted to give people an idea. Do you still do R&D during these courses as well?
Oh, absolutely. Which is part of the fun when you get to come to the academy is we're always playing in the kitchen. We're always testing out new things.
So they're going to try new things all the time.
Totally. See, this one, I added more water. It might have been a bit too much. So we're just testing stuff out. We see if things work or not. And yeah, that's fun. That's part of the fun in the kitchen, isn't it?
So they could be given a bowl and a piping bag and be asked to make pretty much anything, right?
Yeah.
So if they're free, you're going to get them to work and trying to make new
Yeah.
things.
You don't get a break in this kitchen. I'm always
No.
giving you new things. It's like, oh, you finished that? All right, we're gonna learn something new, which is fun. Okay, so I also got how do you buy it? Oh, you can buy the Pancakes product on vegangastronomy.com or freefromthat.com for bulk orders. And I got some margarine, and I just got my hand mixer and I beated it up so it's like nice and fluffy. Hey, man, could you pass me a spoon, please?
Yes, I can.
Because who doesn't like whipped butter on their pancakes? So I'm going to put a bit of this whipped butter on there and some of that lovely sticky honey that we made. Oh, that looks good. So, look at that, guys. Got my taste tester here, man. You want to give it a go? See what you think?
More sweets. More sweets.
Oh, let's see, trying it.
I'm making a big bite.
Is it good? Does it taste like honey?
I thought it was honey. What are you doing? Honey?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We made it up today. Looks great. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm going to finish cooking these up. And I just wanted to have, I was really curious about, this was the gluten-free one.
Really good.
It's still really fluffy. It's really moist. It's good. You want me to try that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to try some of the pancakes as well. Because I was told these were the fluffiest pancakes.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to give it a go. Oh,
That's good.
they are really fluffy.
That's good.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And just like honey,
One of those.
these are the donuts that we made. How are the donuts? Need more syrup?
I'm getting this stuff over here.
All right, so I'm gonna try one of these donuts as well because I'm like really curious.
You gotta try this stuff. Go over there and fill this out. Stephanie's from the garden. She's online. Go try it.
My hands is all dirty.
You don't have time. Try what
So
you're
we
doing.
got our donuts here.
Yeah.
Pancake or donut?
Try what you want.
I was like, I'll go for a donut. They're so adorable.
And that was just made with the pancake batter, so that was super, super easy.
It's never a bad time for a donut.
All right, guys, well, I'm gonna sign off now. But I hope you try this at home. Get into the kitchen, do some experimenting, have some fun. Try some different egg replacers. I'm using the Panis egg one today, the one which we sell on our website on vegangastronomy.com and freefromthat.com. Or if you want to learn more about pastry, come join us in person or online for pastry courses, baking courses. We make lots of different things and we're always having fun and experimenting in the kitchen. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.